Good afternoon, sirs and ma'ams. I just attended the hands-off march in Port Huron, Michigan, so you didn't have to. Despite what I thought was going to happen, it was it was fun. I had a good time. There wasn't a whole lot of energy there, considering that, let's say 90% of the patrons that were marching for the hands-off were geriatric. I'm nothing against them, but I kind of felt bad for them. It was cold out there. It was kind of drizzling out, and they had a long march. I mean, it was good for them though. Who they got out and did some PT today, so I mean, good for them. But here's a couple of the tidbits of some of these characters that I encountered. We're not going back. That's what they say. Fire felon. Hands off.
This is what democracy looks like.
No mega. Hands off social. Oh, he's got a rainbow on too. Let's see.
This is what
Ban Elon, not Elmo.
democracy looks
One
like.
of our neighbors. What a joke. What a joke. Now, I did try to talk with a couple of these patrons, but they were having none of it. I do have an American flag on my hat, and the way I dress, apparently, they knew exactly where I stood on the whole hands-off movement that they have going on. That's not going to do anything for anybody. If anything, it's just getting these people out. They're talking amongst each other. They have a place in society. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I tried talking with a couple of them. They weren't having any of it. I got called a couple names. I was told by an elderly man that I should be ashamed of myself. I asked him, the broadcast channels that he watches, and he yelled some F's and some stuff like that, and carried on with his way. Here's another little montage of the characters. Now, I did try to spark up some conversation with some of these kind people, and they were having none of it. And I'm pretty sure that whoever the event coordinator was, and it could have been some 11-year-old boy that I saw there. He had a big circle of people around him, and he was chanting, "This is what democracy looks like," with all these elderly around him cheering. They had their pride flags, their Ukraine flags. So I thought that was kind of weird, but maybe he was the event coordinator for this event. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they were instructed not to talk to anybody that looked like they could have been a Republican or Trump supporter or anything that, didn't go along with what they had going on. The only thing I heard was, a couple screams and yells at a couple Trump supporters. There was one guy there that had a Trump flag that was actually walking through the crowd. He was dressed up like the guy from V for Vendetta.
Soirs of verbiage veers most verbose, so let me simply add that it's my very good honor to meet you.
Which is an outstanding movie. But other than that, no. I had fun, and like I said, I got to get out. I got to walk amongst people. I got a couple hundred steps in. Nothing wrong with that. Other than that, it was a beautiful day underneath the Blue Water Bridge on the boardwalk. The water was beautiful looking. And yeah, I just got to go out there, see what kind of people are in Port Huron or wherever these people had come from. It was a bigger turnout than I expected. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was fun. Just it made me laugh with the amount of people that showed up and the age group of the people that were there. But everyone needs something to do. But yeah, if you like content like this, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna continue to make stuff like this. I'm having a good time doing it. So yeah, other than that, I hope you guys get out, you do your PT, and enjoy your weekend. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right, little bonus clip for those who stuck around. All in all, after being there, I felt bad for these people. I felt bad for a lot of them. It was a long walk. It was cold outside. Like I said, it was misty out. They were mostly elderly. They had vehicles to grab them about halfway. One woman soiled herself. It made me feel terrible, especially being a young man. We should respect our elderly. Kind of be there for them, and these people were mostly alone by themselves, walking, looking for a friend. So don't judge these people based on what they have going on. They're lonely. Like I said, I'm happy they got out and walked. I hope nobody was injured whatsoever. Yeah, just look out for each other, okay? All right, bye.